it's the Plastic Soldier here, and we are going to do another unboxing. It is a Army Men package, so let's go ahead and open it. Open this sucker up. Alrighty, so one reason I got this was because it has green and gray Army Men, and they were in positions I don't usually have, so I could have even more armies for my Army Men stop motion. So be careful. Let's start with the Army Men. These ones, they aren't very detailed, and they're pretty flat. As you can see, stuff like their faces, or sorry, my video quality is pretty bad, but it's just not very detailed. But so it's not good for close-up shots, but for long range I think it's pretty good. Some of these stances are pretty useful. I don't have a lot of them. There's one throwing a grenade and stuff like that. There's an officer, standing guard, and a person reloading, and a person ready to shoot. So we have six green Army Men, and it looks like we have more gray Army Men than we do green, which is kind of weird. I've never seen that happen in a Army Men thing. The bases aren't really good. Again, there's not much detail. They're pretty fragile, it feels like. Kind of stale. Wow, I really just set them all up where you can't see them. This pack did come with some battle setting stuff, which I was pretty pumped about because I need some of that for my stop motion. And it came with a map, which I personally don't think is that good, but if you're actually playing with Army Men, it probably is. I know when I was littler, I played with Army Men all the time. So that is all the Army Men you'll get. You'll get 6 greens and 10 grays. There are some stances, like this one, that you get in the grays and you don't get in the greens. The bases are not great. Sometimes they fall down a lot, but overall they're pretty good. The detail isn't that good. They're kind of thin and they're fragile. The bases aren't very good, so they're okay. Moving on to the setting battleground stuff. This is one of the main reasons I got this. It has this map. It's just a little map. This isn't a real country, continent, it doesn't look like. Maybe I'll use this stop motion. I don't think I will, but it's just a bonus thing that came with it, so it's not that big of a deal. But we have our setting stuff that also doesn't have that good of a base. That is a common theme that's going on here. It's not that good of bases. Looking at ammo box, barbed wire. Even these bases, the actual barbed wire comes up a little bit, so you can't really stand it up. So yeah, I would have to lean it against something. That one's pretty good. We have sandbags. And we have signs. So that is what you'll get as the actual settings. Overall, the setting isn't what I was hoping it to be. Like, I don't know what I'm going to use these signs for, or these bullets. Like, this thing can't even stand. Oh, I finally got it. It can't stand up that well. This barbed wire can't stand alone. So I'm kind of bummed about this. The base, I guess, like, this is good. This is pretty good. But stay tuned. I will be making a stop motion with these very soon. But yeah, these are not so great. Overall, I give it maybe a 5 out of 10. The army men are pretty good, I guess. Not really. They're obviously cheap plastic, thin, hard to stand on their base. It's uneven. They don't have many poses. Background setting stuff is okay. It is the Elite Ops package with the bonus map. I would not recommend it unless you're just wanting like maybe party favors or something, but I would not recommend it with stop motion. There are a lot of other things like this that you can buy off Amazon and stuff like that, or even your local Walmart, so I'd recommend going with those instead of this. But if you do want it, I will leave it in the description below. This has been the Plastic Soldier. Have a great day.